When she cuts one of the bullets in the bullet casing, you can see the purple, like, I call it grimace shake. And there's like a grimace shake juice inside of the bullet. So this is a tough question because if, like, this is like an addict speaking. Everything that is bad about gacha is what makes it addicting. Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone, today's topic is going to be about 2024 gacha year in review and the holiday season featuring Fob.
Hello.
So we're gonna go over the biggest moments that stood out in 2024 for gacha games, whether that's something that happened in the past or any upcoming announcements and updates. But before we start, I wanted to ask you, Fob, like, what was your first gacha game? And when did you start playing gacha game? Because a lot of people know you as like the guy that plays a lot of games. What got you started into the scene?
Well, technically, I guess the first gacha game would be Maple Story, because, but I guess the real, true first gacha game I played was Puzzles and Dragons. I think it was like 2014 or like 20, yeah, around there. And yeah, I spent a lot of money buying iTunes gift cards to top up on Puzzles and Dragons, and just swipe on that game a lot. It's actually so Sweetly used to stream that like a long time ago. So if you like, so I'm a founder on her chat because I followed her back in 2014, and
huge lore drop.
Yeah, and she used to be like one of the few people that freaking streamed that game. So I was like, yeah, and I played that game a lot. So I guess that was my first one. It's still like extremely popular. I think it's like always top 5 revenue in Japan still. It's
funny because I actually recently downloaded Puzzles and Dragon.
Oh boy.
I also played it too back then. It was November 11th, 2014 was when I had downloaded the game on my phone. I played for a little bit, but then I stopped because I couldn't swipe at the time. But with Maple Story, I played that a lot, and I went to like Walmart just to buy the cash shop Nexon stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh my god, yeah. Back then when I had to ask my parents, but now I don't have to anymore, which is like kind of nice.
Puzzle and Dragons though, like, I don't know. Back when I played it, it was like super predatory, but and really? they like super power crap. The reason I quit was because they had like super insane power creep. Like, I'm talking, if HSR fans saw this power creep, their brains would explode. It was like, basically they released at that time. What made me quit was they released a new character, and I swiped for them because they were like the best. And then they overhauled like something called Monster Points and released this entire new system. And you could only get Monster Points like by burning, like, or like something like based on characters that you've rolled. And the Monster Point character, I forgot what her name was. It's like Xiao Mei or something. But she basically, you do a cross shape with the hearts, and it like does 1 billion damage. And it completely power creeped the character I just swiped for. And then I got that. So I swiped and got that character that just came out in the Monster Point system, right? And then, as soon as I get that, they released like the next character was called Dark Athena. And then it's like, okay. And now she just completely power creeps her. It's like, okay, well, you guys are just literally update by update. You're making the next character like completely useless, or previous character completely useless. So.
But like you said, if it's still top 5 gacha revenue in Japan, it's working.
It's a good game. The puzzle game is good. It's just I'm sure it's a lot different now. It's probably a lot better.
Okay, I downloaded it just to play it on my free time to see how different it is when I had first played it like 10 years ago. So I'm excited for that.
Oh
it's
boy.
like nostalgic almost. Yeah, it's like nostalgic because when I think of Maple Story is different, right? From when it first came out. So it's like a before and after to see how much of it has changed and if I still remember certain things for it. But yeah. Now that, because we're recording before Christmas and New Year's, I wanted to know if you had any gacha plans for like the holidays.
Yeah, Girls Frontline 2. WA2K's coming out. She's like so I played Girls Frontline 1 back in 2017. And she's like, so a lot of the Girls Frontline 2 characters are like literally just straight up from I mean, they are almost all of them are, I'm pretty sure, unless there's some new ones. But WA2K, like, so a lot of the skins, like the Groza skin as well, like are straight up from Girls Frontline 1 as well. So it's kind of like a nice throwback. But like I don't know if you've ever seen Girls Frontline 1. That the gameplay is like
Mm-mm.
literally ancient. It's basically little chibis like 2D Super Paper Mario chibis like moving
Ooh.
left to right. It's like really old. But like now obviously Girls Frontline 2 is like super 3D like Coomer Gooner stuff. So yeah, that's like literally I think Christmas Day or the day after Christmas. I forget. It's like
Oh.
26 for NA maybe instead of 26 for China. I don't remember. But there's that, and then one Genshin or Genshin 5.3 is dropping. What is it? I think the 31st, and then WuWa's dropping on the first. Like,
Ooh. Yeah, and then Starro has Feud coming up for Christmas Day.
wait, oh wait, that's literally.
Yep, Christmas Day.
Wait, is it Wednesday?
Yes, I'll be
Oh
streaming
shit.
that day.
Okay. Oh damn. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I completely
So
forgot
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, and Hoyoverse for Starro is on New Year's too. And then I think Hoyoverse for Genshin is around Christmas time.
Oh my god. Why they need to these games need to relax and spread it out a little bit.
Hey, it's time for you to host a 24/7 subathon right now.
Uh I honestly I'm actually way too old. Like I'm
Bro.
ridiculously sleep deprived. Oh, so I told this to my chat the other day.
Huh?
I think yesterday. I don't know, my memory's bad, but that's the whole point of this story. I was taking a shower right before stream, and I went to shampoo my hair, and then I like blinked for a second, and then went to shampoo my hair again because I was like, did I shampoo my hair? And then I blinked again. I was like, wait, did I shampoo my? And then I shampoo. So
Oh,
at the end of the day, I shampooed my hair 3 times because I couldn't fucking remember if I shampooed my hair. So
dude, I
yeah,
I remember watching no, I remember watching your stream and you would literally tell your chat that starting your 30s is like prime time of your life. What happened?
yeah, I think I'm getting early onset dementia.
What the heck?
I think I'm dying.
Is it because of your sleep schedule? I remember you telling
Yeah.
Box your
So
sleep schedule.
so Path of Exile 2, I have 171 hours right now on that game, and I've
Oh
been
my
like
goodness.
playing it nonstop. And that
Mm-hmm.
plus, so Lily's out of town, so I've been streaming like almost 8 hours every day, and
Mm-hmm.
then also I've had the stinking like the morning streams because of like the live streams and stuff, which is miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm kind of like not sleeping at all, and I think I'm dying.
Have you thought about like starting stream later just to stream into the live stream without having to like take a nap in between?
Nah, like at this point, it's a tradition. I have to go live at this time. I've been streaming. I've been going live at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern for 4 years straight. So like, I can't
Yeah.
not do it. It's weird. Also,
True. Yeah.
yeah. Also, like, nah. Fuck going live late.
Oh my god, yeah, even when you're traveling, like at the same time you would still go live and then I'd be like, oh my goodness, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I always do the I always do the time conversion. It
Oh
actually works out
dang.
perfectly for Asia though. If you're in Korea or Japan, my going live time is like what is it, 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m.
Hmm.
So it's like kind of not bad. You just wake
Oh
up
yeah.
nice and early at like 6:37 and then get ready to stream, and then you have the rest of the day free after you're done.
True. Yeah.
So like if I
When I
ever
was
wanted to like settle down, I'd probably settle down in Asia, and then my stream
Mhm.
schedule would be perfectly in the morning, and then I would have like noon or like 1 p.m. onwards the rest of the day to
Yeah.
myself.
Oh yeah, when I was streaming in Japan, I after stream, I'd be like, "Oh wow, I can like actually go out." Whereas like here in America, you end stream, it's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's
Pacific,
like
I think
can't do
Pacific time
anything.
is the worst cuz at least back in when I was in Eastern time, my going live was 6:30, so I feel like I had most of the day plus morning. But now it's like 3:30, like I get the morning, but then I have to
Oh,
stream, and
true.
then it's already like way too late to go eat dinner. It's way too late to go out to do anything. By the time I
Hmm.
end, it's like 11. So, yeah,
When you
Pacific's
were
like the
East
worst.
when you were Eastern time, did you like wake up at a normal time or do you just sleep in until like before stream?
I would wake up at a normal time and then play games and then take a nap and then stream.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, I feel like so I started at like 7 p.m. and I just feel like I would have to sleep in all day, just have energy to like last throughout the night. It's like,
I think I'm getting to that point now though. Like where
oh.
I need to nap a lot more to have enough energy. But it also depends what I'm doing on stream. Sometimes on stream, like, if there's like really fun content, I'll just like today I was playing Osu for the first time in a year.
Oh,
Well, which is
nice.
a funny story. So if I go to my Amazon order history for
Mm-hmm.
tablets, I've ordered a tablet once every year for the past 4 years
Oh,
because I
oh
keep
my god.
forgetting where I leave it, and every year I get the itch to play Osu, and so I've been ordering a tablet every year. I just ordered another tablet. It came in today. But I was playing Osu today, and like I swear I blinked. I didn't even realize it. And I was already live for 2 hours. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
days like
playing like new games
yeah.
are fun. Hmm.
Yeah, things like that just makes it go by. But some days it's like slow, and then I'm just like start yawning nonstop. It's like not that I'm bored of streaming. It's just like I'm
Uh-huh.
fucking tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's how I feel with like whenever I do story quests on stream. Like I'm not bored of the quest, I'm just tired because for some reason like story makes me like feel sleepy every single time.
it's because
But
Gacha stories fucking. There's it's just two people yapping with text box. Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Except the
So speaking of
ZZZ story,
story,
the new ZZZ
yeah,
story was like kind of peak because there's like
yeah.
50 cutscenes.
Hmm. Yeah, I wanted to actually ask you about like what you thought about ZZZ's chapter 5 story. Like overall. Like how would you rate it?
Wait, is that the newest one? I don't know the actual chapter numbers.
I think it's chapter 5. Well, it's 1.4.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I think
How
there
would you
was
rate it?
out of 10,
Yeah.
I would give it a in the context of
Story.
gacha games, I would give it a 9. In the context of actual just story, like in literature, I would give it like a 8 or a 7, but that's like I think all gacha games stories are pretty mid. But
Oh.
yeah, I thought for ZZD, like in terms of gacha games, it'd probably be a 9. It's pretty good. I think there's some things that they don't really talk about, but and kind of just gloss over. Like there's one part. Oh wait, can I talk about it? It's because it's like
Yeah.
spoilers. Oh yeah.
No, no,
So
no. It's spoiler warning, by the way.
yeah, there's one
Okay.
part where Miyabi's sword gets fucked up by the soldiers, right? When she cuts,
Hmm.
when she cuts one of the bullets in the bullet casing, you can see the purple like I call it grimace shake, and there's like a grimace shake juice inside of the bullet that she cut, and that's what leaves the mark on her sword that like taints it. But like they never go into that at all. They never explain what the heck is that purple stuff in the bullet, and like if they could just do this to anything, and like why it even affects the sword. When is the sword an ethereal? Like, how's that even work?
Hmm.
So like, there's like some plot points that they don't go over, which I feel like it would have been kind of cool, but like at least like a
Mm.
cliffhanger at the end. But the writers forgot about it. So like
What if
there's some details like that I was like, okay, maybe it could be cooler, but yeah.
what if they wanted the viewers to have like their own imagination? Because like we know that the sword is part of the Hoshimi clan, right? And it had like in her video, her teaser, it mentioned like it's like something with demons. I forgot.
Yeah, but like
And
that's the
it's like in
thing,
the
right?
past.
It's
Yeah.
demons, but then are demons an actual thing or is it just an ethereal? Like we don't know. Like are demons a separate entity from ethereals? Like
Oh.
what is it? That's why I want to know what the grimace shake is in the bullet. Like why does
The
it
grimace
affect?
shake.
Yeah, why does it affect the sword like that? But maybe they'll talk about it another time.
For Miyabi's EPs, I don't know if you watched it, but
Oh yeah, they're
there's like
really
one
good.
scene. Okay, yeah, the scene where it transitions to like her in the ocean into the bed. You see the orb.
Yeah.
Do you think that orb is like her mom or like just a part of like her clan's like powers? Does that make sense?
I have no
You know how,
idea what the orb is. They like like unless there's a Miyabi. I think there's a Miyabi character quest maybe coming out later. I don't know, but like they never talk about what the hell the orb is. So like I'm
yeah,
not
because
sure.
when I was talking about it with my chat, someone was like, "Oh, maybe it could be her mother," because the transition was like literally her mother, and then to the orb. So then we're like, "Oh," but it feels kind of like weird
Nah,
if
I
it
feel like
was.
it's more like the entity within the sword in a
Mm,
like spirit form following her
yeah.
around, but not sure.
Well, in terms of gacha story, what would you say? What game has the best story? Because you mentioned like on Zenless, you said it's a 9 out of 10, but in gacha story, it's like a 7 to 8. Like
No. So in
what?
Gacha story, it's a 9 out of 10. But in like,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, in
Oh, Gacha
literature, like
story.
actual real books and
Oh,
stuff,
okay,
then it's like
okay.
a 7 out of 10. So I think my perfect example is NIKKE. Like, did you do the new NIKKE event, the winter event?
I did. I didn't do part 2 story, but I did part 1
Okay, yeah,
story.
that's fine. But like
Okay.
that that event storytelling, the voice acting for
Mm-hmm.
literally having no cutscenes and just being two still images talking,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's pretty fucking good storytelling, and it like really feels like you're actually watching like an anime even though it's just still images.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's like probably my, because like imagine that, and imagine NIKKE like actually made cutscenes like ZZZ.
Yeah.
Like that
Well,
would just make it
yeah.
10 times better. That would probably make it like literally the best. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think NIKKE's stories, especially their event stories, are extremely on point. Um, but
Cinderella had an animation.
yeah, Cinderella's. I like Cinderella's story a lot.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you were someone who did, especially if you're someone that did like the previous anniversaries, or was it the half annie one with Red Hood?
Red
Like
Hood? Yeah, Red
the
Hood.
yeah
The lore it connects.
the connections, like it's just really good. So I would say NIKKE is probably, of the gacha games I play now, the peak, or like the best storytelling. Um, and like I know a lot of people don't agree, but I feel like of the Hoyo games, Genshin is probably right now the most exciting, I think, story wise. But not that's not because the story is like the best, but it's more because it's a story that's been going on for 4 years. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's getting to its climax, right? We're literally about to finish up Natlan and then step into Snezhnaya, which is like the final region. Like we're pretty much at the final showdown, or whatever is going to
Yeah.
happen before we maybe go to Celestia, or you know like jump into a time portal and visit Conria in the past, or I don't fucking know. But yeah, so I think Genshin's like up there right now with, as in positioning of where its story's at. But I think HSR is probably going to cook with 3.0. And
Same here. I agree.
yeah, and then ZZZ's like, I don't really know where it's.
ZZ,
I don't know where
yeah, I think
ZZZ
it's
is
still
going from
new.
now with Astra and
Yeah.
Evelyn. I don't really know where it's going
Uh,
from here now, but maybe they'll figure something out. And then WuWa, we got the whole 2.0 gonna drop, and so we have to see how 2.0 goes.
mhm.
Yeah,
So speaking of WuWa, you watched like the live stream, right?
yeah,
Did you enjoy like the live stream and the overall like QOLs and updates from it?
yeah. I thought it was pretty good live stream.
Yeah, what was like your impression? I guess I would want to say, because like my impression was like, oh wow, they took a lot of players' feedback, they looked into it, and then they implemented like certain things. So for example, like switching between female rover and like male rover. I thought that was really cool.
I mean, so I will say, like, WuWa at this point is like, they're smart to know and like probably hear a lot of the complaints that a lot of, let's just for a lack of better terms say Genshin, right? People have
Mhm.
been complaining about within Genshin for years, and are, cuz like, I mean, if bro, I would love to change off of Aether and Genshin. The only reason I'm Aether on Genshin because I was like re-rolling for Kaching for 9 hours, and I was like, "Oh my god, my Lumines is never giving me Kaching. Let me just like shitpost and run Aether once," and then I got Kaching. But
Hey.
like I want to swap off of fucking Aether, but I'm stuck forever. But like,
Mhm.
the WuWa devs are smart enough to like catch on to that and be like, okay, what is a small enough change that literally would not affect our bottom line at all, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't affect
Mhm.
anything. Because like, Lord knows why Hoyo won't do that. Because like, will change, letting people change between Aether and Lumine like suddenly make you make less money? It won't. And like, there's no
Mhm.
way developing that is gonna cost that much. So like, WuWa is very smart in doing that stuff. So like, things like that is like really spot on. I think the trailer music was pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was really
Um,
good. It was like another YouTuber, I think, right? It
oh,
was
was it? I have no idea. I just thought the singing
yeah.
was insanely good. Um,
They synced the singing with the cutscene to like match to the beat, which was
oh
really
yeah,
satisfying.
yeah. The in the trailer when you see Male Rover go, like dive down, and then the
Yeah.
music pops off, and then he just like
Mhm.
comes up on his like glider wings, and that was like that
Yeah.
was pretty
That
good.
and then Carlota's when she's like shooting,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
the beat match, yeah. I think it was because I think the YouTuber or person, it was like a creator. Their name is On Ponsu or something. I can't remember.
Oh, I have no
Um
idea.
oh, but
But their
I
voice is
think
insanely good.
yes, it was cuz uh was it Will Stetson that sang WuWa's first like song? Like I'm pretty sure Will Stetson had a song for WuWa, and then someone was like,
Probably.
oh yeah, they had another creator get on it, and I was like, oh, that's cool because the song just like matched
Yeah, the
the
song was
vibes
really good.
perfectly.
And then they also
Yeah.
had like the same song just in different languages for every other one. But I thought the
Oh
English,
really?
yeah, the
Oh my
JP,
god.
CN, Korean, they all have their own versions of the song.
Oh.
But I think the English one is the best. I think the whoever's vocalizing the English one like definitely has the best range.
Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it after then because I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think CN, JP, or KR, their singers are as they don't have as much
Like the range.
huspa. I don't know what the word is. Yeah, it's like it doesn't have the
Like the push
yeah,
in the vocals.
I don't know the depth.
Oh, so like the strength,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the like
yeah.
okay,
I
yeah.
think it's maybe just an Asian language thing where it's just like
Mm-hmm.
doesn't feel as strong or like
Mm-hmm.
doesn't come off as strong unless you're like Otto, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Otto's crazy.
Oh yeah,
But
the
yeah,
Imagine
uh,
Dragons collab song, did you like that?
I thought I would hear more of her vocals, like her strong vocals, but I didn't.
I
I would
actually really
say
like it.
I feel like I wouldn't say I don't like it, but I'm so used to listening to her like other songs that I was kind of waiting for it. But
uh
it's like not bad. I've heard it a few times on stream. You know what it is? It's hard for me to remember.
oh,
That's what
okay.
it is. Yeah. But I think maybe it's just because I haven't been paying too much attention to it. So yeah.
I think if you like, I guess I enjoy Imagine Dragons songs as well, so that might be
Mm.
why. Because it's not really an Otto song; it's an Imagine Dragons songs
Yeah.
featuring Otto.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think when I saw it, I came into the song thinking I would hear more Ado songs, but then I was like, oh, she's a feature,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah. I don't listen to Imagine Dragons a lot either, so that could also impact a few things.
yeah, yeah. Imagine Dragon these nut.
All right, I was like, no, no. Alright, so for WuWa, wait, I want to talk about the skins. What do you think about the Jinshi skin and how they also changed? What was it they changed the echoes for Jinshi as well, like her
The
skill set.
Echoes.
Yeah, Joy. Like not the
Oh
echo,
yeah,
but
the
like the
joy.
skill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's expected, right? Like I play PGR, and like if they're giving us a top tier skin, which is comes with the character, the art, right, for the profile, it
Mm-hmm.
comes with banner, it comes with weapon skin, all that, right? It's like the whole
Oh,
shebang. So I
yeah.
think it's on par with what they give us in PGR. So it's kind of expected. I will say though, I kind of hate, and this isn't on WuWa, this is more on NIKKE,
Uh-huh.
and these other gacha games normalizing $50 to $60 pricing for skins. Obviously, I don't know if that's what the pricing is, but everybody in my chat keeps saying it's $50 to $60, and it's like, oh,
Ooh.
I really don't
That's
think skins should be worth $50 to $60. I think 30 is like the max it should go. 50 to 60 is a bit rough, but it is like new effects, right? And all that.
mm-hmm.
So like I mean, and I keep buying NIKKE skins as well, so it's better than a gacha skin. At least it's not a gacha skin, but like
Yeah.
NIKKE does gacha skin for
It does gotcha, but you're guaranteed
yeah,
at like a
exactly
certain
at
point.
50 60.
Yeah.
Which it's like I at that point like just sell it to us. Like stop teasing us. Like I don't know how many people actually get it early. Like I
Oh,
don't.
I've got early once.
Yeah, I've
Just
got
once.
okay, but like was it like just one pull early? Because I've gotten one pull early, not
Yeah,
like
it was a one
yeah,
pull
but like
early.
that's like okay, great. That saved you like $4 or something, or $5, I
Yeah.
guess. It's just like wait,
True.
I don't know. But yeah, I really think gacha skin should be like $30, but I'll probably buy the Jinshi skin. I think the Sanwa skin's really nice though.
Yeah, I actually didn't expect that they would give us a free 4-star skin for Sanhua. I felt like maybe like you know what? It was like a surprise. I did not think a 4-star character would get a skin. Do you ever like think
I
a 4-star
mean,
would get on?
I think it's kind of just what is it, standard for gacha games now to do like a, especially if we're following just like the mainstream gachas, a free 4-star and a paid 5-star skin is like
Mm.
usually what they do. I mean, let's just take for example the Genshin literally just announced, like, I don't want to compare WuWa to Genshin, but like, you know,
Yeah,
obviously it's
yeah.
like the most comparable because
Yeah.
they're
There's
like
also like a
similar.
lot of updates. Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
updates that are happening, so it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, Genshin just announced their Xiangling skin with Hu
Yeah,
Tao.
and Hu Tao. Oh my god,
So
I
like
love it so much.
Xiangling is the free 4-star skin, and then Hu Tao is the paid 5-star skin. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of been made like stock standard
Mm.
that these open world gacha games are probably gonna do 4-star
Whoa.
free, 5-star paid.
Unfortunately, I think I'm a gacha tourist, so I did not think about that. Because
Yeah.
I feel like with skins, like I only play like the mainstream ones, the Hoyo games, WuWa and NIKKE.
Yeah.
So like the thought of like a 4-star kind of like surprised me for some reason. I guess in my mind, Donjin would have felt like it made more sense for some reason because I think a lot of people like Donjin, but Sanhua maybe lore wise would make a lot of sense too.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Jinshi, Sanhua, they're literally
Yeah, yeah,
connected lore, but I think
yeah.
Sanhua is better than Denjin because Sanhua's like super meta right now with Camellia. And
That is true.
so
Yeah.
like I'm sure there's lots of Denjin fans. I mean, I am literally one of them, but
Uh huh.
unfortunately, I don't know how many people are huge Danjin fans or like, and Danjin isn't like
Yeah.
super
Now. Yeah.
meta. The only people
hmm
playing Danjin are people who want to jump into Tower Adversity or Hologram and do like a solo run.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Like,
I feel like WuWa has a lot of like hardcore fans, so I see
yeah.
more like Donjin.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would love
Havers.
a Danjin skin, but
Yeah.
it's just, you know,
Uh-huh.
Sanhua is super meta right now.
Yeah,
And she
and
is,
lore wise,
yeah,
this year.
yeah, exactly. It fits perfectly. And she is like, Sanhua is like really, really smooth to play in the Camellia rotation. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, you just swap in, you just intro in after, let's say, Shorekeeper, right?
hmm
And then boom, you alt E core swap Heron, and then swap immediately to Camellia, and boom. This is like literally like
Yeah.
a 2-second rotation swap, like, and it feels real smooth to do.
I think with Sanhua, it was like she had her um shoot, it's like her forte thing where you have to like hit inside her forte. What was that
Yeah,
called?
that's her forte.
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
Yeah. So
That's
I
what I meant
thought
when I say
like,
core. I keep saying core
oh,
because in
okay.
PGR it's called core, but yeah.
Showing off
Yeah,
that PGR
exactly.
knowledge.
No, it's not even knowledge. It's just like terminology,
Oh.
or just like
hmm
yeah, it's like beginner terminology. But yeah, the forte, it's like not that hard because the thing I think a lot of people don't know is you can start up charging, or like you can start up getting the little pin going for the forte, like I think right as you ult or right before you ult, I forget. But you basically start it going. So like by the time you're out of animation, you could immediately E and then like hit it
Oh.
immediately. Yeah. So there's a
Yeah,
little.
I didn't know cuz like with her forte, I found that it was hard to. Okay, it's like purely skill issue, but for me it was like timing. Like you had to time and like watch the forte to like make sure it's within the range that it is. So that's why I was avoiding building her and I
No,
was using Rover
that's why you
instead.
do alt. So alt gives the forte like a really big box
Oh.
to get it in. If you just do it like without alt or E, then it's a tiny little sliver. You ain't hitting that. Like most people, most like average players. But like if you do alt, it's like really easy. It's a giant box. So
Oh, okay. Now you convinced me to build Sanhua. So
yeah.
now cuz her skin is gorgeous, but then in my mind it's like it's kind of hard for me to build a character that I feel like I would struggle playing as a more casual side.
Yeah, don't worry. Once
Yeah.
you figure it out, she's like really easy. Just a quick
Oh,
swap
okay.
in, quick swap out.
Okay. You put me on. What the heck?
Mhm.
So aside from skins, what do you think about the echoes, especially how WuWa advertised the echoes? I thought it was really cute.
I thought the echoes, like the whole Renacita being like
hmm
super echo based, is kind of cool. But like outside of that, I think the coolest part is did you see the IGN preview for
I
Carlota? And
did.
yeah, I think
I did.
I don't know about obviously all the echoes, but the echo that Carlota was using is like
Yes.
super quick, and it's like a nice little, it
It
gives
looks
her,
like a knight.
yeah, it gives her, and like it's really just quick in and out done. It's like not one of those like, my biggest gripe with a lot of the forecasts in 1.0 was It's like
long.
you have shit like Crownless, you have shit like Mephis, where like sure you don't have to do the full cast, but like, all right, why
It's
even
better to
have the
keep them
full
on.
cast? It's like with Crownless,
Yeah.
people don't even do the full cast; they just do like immediate transform and like get out of it just to get the buff. And it's like,
Yeah. Same
so
with
like,
Dreamless.
yeah, that's why I feel like, well, you know, why even have these full animations? So like, hopefully that means like a lot of these forecasts are gonna be quick animations, quick and done, right? Just get the buff, do whatever. Carlota seems like it also like puts her in the air so that she gets like a plunge attack, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of looking forward to that.
I watched the IGN, but for Carlota, I don't know if she has like a parry thing.
I think her
Involved.
I think her actual gunshots can parry. She in the IGN they did do a parry, so which I think it was completely accidental. Like I don't think the guy playing it knows what they're doing, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like looking out for it, but then I was like, man, I'm struggling finding like this parry, but the thing is she's breaking and she's like it's working. So
Yeah.
I was worried cuz
No,
like
they did do a parry. It was on like the
okay,
first boss.
okay.
Yeah.
For the current like pistol users, do you know if they can parry? Because a lot of times my chat says it's like you have to parry with their skill or you have to swap out or use their echo.
Probably there's probably something, but you wouldn't catch me dead playing the current pistol characters. I thought my first impression with 1.1.0 was like Alto and what's her name?
Tisha.
Chisha. I was like, bro, they need to do something to save pistol characters. I can't be bothered to play these. Like 100%
Yeah.
Chisha can solo content, sure. Like you can like you've seen the hologram solos with Chisha. It's very doable, right? Alto's like not bad either, but like the gameplay is really boring. I think
The
it's extremely
gameplay,
boring. Yeah. But I think Carlota kind of fixes that. They gave her like insane amount of mobility, tons of
yeah.
repositioning.
Mhm.
Like she looks really fun. So thank
Yeah, I
God,
agree.
because I was really worried that pistols were just gonna be like boring forever. But
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah,
and she's the first 5-star gunner too.
yeah. I mean, so like PGR is kind of maybe lending a lot of inspiration for WuWa, which is a good thing. Thank God, because I really have been hoping that they kind of take a lot of kits from PGR and put into
Yeah.
WuWa. And
Yeah.
Carlota is like pretty much a I don't want to say 1-to-1. It's not 1-to-1 of Bianca Veritas, but
Mhm.
um
Wait, let
she
me search it up
yeah,
as you're typing.
she kind of goes into like this giant bow phase, and when she activates her core, and it's really fucking cool. It's kind of similar to how Carlota gets her like 4 bullet shots in her ult. Not really the
Mhm.
same, but like Bianca Veritas also has like tons of like dash shots, and stuff like that. So it's like kind of similar and feels very similar. So like I think there was probably some inspiration from there. So I'm
Yeah, yeah.
pretty excited. Maybe that might mean we'll get more stuff like, you know, based around PGR or like some inspiration from PGR character kits. Because the thing that like made me play PGR so much was the characters are insanely fun to play. But like the thing with Camellia, like I'd like to think that Camellia is maybe slightly inspired off of
Yeah.
Dark Karenina. I don't know if it is, but Dark Karenina basically spins forwards, right?
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, but Camellia spins sideways. Like I
Yeah,
mean, it's close
sideways.
enough. I mean, technically Camellia spins forward too if you just stay in white form, but like it's not as big or it's not as epic looking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've never played PGR and like when WuWa was coming out, a lot of people had asked, like honestly, maybe not me, but other creators like, "Oh, have you played PGR? Have you played PGR?" There's like one character that my community plays PGR, but I don't. But they talk about Kevin, right? Was it Kevin?
Kevin.
No, not Kevin. Sorry,
Kevin's from
that's
Honkai.
Honkai.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy in Gion's trailer. He has gray hair. I don't know if he has gray.
I remember his I
Maybe
remember
it's not Jian, but it's Shen Li Yao. There's a gray-haired character. Um, in
I forget his
WuWa.
name. I know who you're talking about. It wasn't Gion's.
Okay.
Um
Okay. He. I don't. I think he was like a general as well.
yeah.
Maybe it was like the two generals. But yeah, my apparently he's inspired from PGR as well, and they were hoping that he'd be a playable character.
Who would he be inspired
So
off of? Maybe Watanabe? I'm not sure. Might be Watanabe.
I was like, I wish I remember the name, but yeah, he's a character from PGR that my chat has been like, oh my god, I hope we see him in there. So I wonder if we'll see like a crossover, kind of like how almost like Honkai Impact Third crosses over with Genshin a little bit lore wise, because there's like what Skirk coming, and she looks very Honkai coded to me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I kind of wish she like they released like a new element like quantum in
Oh,
Genshin, but like I don't think it's
in
gonna happen.
Genshin,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
you don't think they'll release like really at all?
I think
What
I
about
think I think
like
Skirk's gonna come out and she's just gonna be Cryo. Jesus, because like Cryo's
oh
kind of dead right now. So, but like it might just be either she saves Cryo or Sneznaya saves Cryo, one or the other.
oh do you think in like a few the new areas of Genshin, will there be like any slight crossover reference from Honkai Impact Third to Genshin?
I mean, I hope so. Like one of the biggest things that a lot of people speculated, right, going to Natlan was that
Hmm.
Mavuika is gonna be Himiko. I don't really
Yeah.
see that at all. Like the only similarity is maybe the hair color, and that's pretty much it. That's where it ends. The other is that the Saritsa and Sneznaya is probably or might be Bronya, and so I mean maybe we'll see. I think it would be cool if we get like Bronya as a Saritsa and then she has like a right hand man who's Sealy. That would be pretty fucking. That would be pretty cool.
Hmm.
I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see.
Hmm. Like a few hours ago, the Genshin released Mavuika's animated short. Did you? How'd you like? Did you like that? Did you like watching it? I guess.
Yeah, it was good. There were like scenes in it that were like really good. Like I tweeted out the Mavuika outfit as well as like her aesthetic in it. Like
Yeah.
the art style is really good. I love the short. Like it was very very pretty. And
Hmm.
I think Mavuika in that older outfit with the blonde hair or the fire hair is
Yes.
like
Uh huh.
holy moly, that's just like so pretty.
Yeah.
But
It feels like I don't want to say like it feels more natural for some reason when I look at her. I'm like, oh,
yeah, I think the red hair is like
yeah.
really overpowering. It just stands out so much, but you know,
Hmm.
it's fine. I don't dislike it, but yeah, I thought the short was pretty good. I think the music was like spot on, especially towards the
Mm.
end when she's like just sitting on the bench with like the illusions of her sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the music there was like perfect. I
Hmm.
will say the only part that was a letdown for the short was the ending. You know, like that part when
Uh.
Mawika's like for Natlan, but like
Yeah.
you have everybody there like grouped up with her. I think it would have been perfect if Mawika says for Natlan and then you hear the whole crowd say for Natlan like after her.
Oh,
Like it
true.
would have been like
Yeah.
the perfect like hurrah moment, but instead they
Hmm.
just had like that epic scene and then it was just Himeko or not Himeko, Mawika
There we
going
go.
for
Yeah.
Natlan, and it's like it kind of feels like a whimper, but maybe that was like the
Yeah.
point. Maybe
Hmm.
I don't know, like a
Because
dying
it shows like
flame or
her.
something like that.
Yeah, it shows her like leading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't think of it like that. I thought it was kind of cool, but now that you put that out, I can kind of see like the difference. Because
Yeah.
part of me, like when you see everyone standing together, it's like, oh, like power of friendship. They're getting together to like win the war. So I thought that was cool.
I
My
don't
favorite part of the short. Hmm?
I don't know if you watched that last part where they're all grouped up and all of them look super serious or like just like motivated to go fight and then Molani is
Mm.
just like derpy ass face.
No, I didn't see it.
She just got her
Now I have to
mouth
go
wide
back.
open going like wow. I'm like what the fuck? Like everybody else is
No.
like super locked in and she's just hanging out.
Oh, oh, now I have to go back and see it.
Yeah.
She's so cute. But I was gonna say that my favorite part in the short was okay. It I guess it's like kind of sad, but it was when she was riding her motorcycle into the endless loop, right? And
Yeah.
and like the music at that point, I was like, oh man, like it feels like so empty. They did like a really good job portraying that emotion of like emptiness and how she just kept going on and on for like 500 years,
Yeah.
down the same road, and then And then when she sees like her sister, that's like when the music picks up a little bit, finding hope and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, it was nicely portrayed, at least to me, in the animation.
Yeah, I think they did a good job.
Yeah, and it was 11 minutes long too.
Yeah,
it
was.
what?
I
It's
thought it
not
was gonna be
short.
like 3 minutes or 5 minutes max, but like 11 minutes. I was like, what the hell, damn.
Yeah, I was like, it's been a while since we've had like a long animation, and like usually I think they range around 5 to 7, but 11, I was like, wow,
Yeah, they're giving the
they've
Archon
been
buff.
yeah, they've been cooking with that.
Yeah, they should give us the anime already. So
I
by the
know,
time the
right?
anime comes out, it's gonna be like Genshin 2.
Oh my gosh, what if they wait until like the last area for Genshin and then they release it? It was like a recap. So and then what if they release a QOL where people can just go straight to the last area of the map without having to go through like Inazuma and like Sumeru.
I mean,
That sounds like cope.
yeah, I feel like that's
I'm
good,
like, it sounds
Cope.
like
I
cope.
feel like we're not even getting the anime for another
What
like
if
4 years, or no, 3 years. I'm expecting
3 years?
3 years,
Mm.
cause they're the studio that's doing it, the
Mm-hmm.
anime,
Ufotable.
yeah, Ufotable. They're fucking stuck in Demon Slayer hell right now, and I think they're what the infinite the the final arc for Demon Slayer. It's split into 3 fucking movies. So like,
What?
I don't know if they're releasing
Oh.
all 3 movies at once. I don't think so. So they're dropping one movie at a time, right? And then if
Uh-huh.
that's the case, like realistically, movies get spread out around like what, a year each or like 8 months each maybe. So like we're looking at a long time.
I was thinking maybe like a year from now, hopefully, but
I
like
mean, maybe
your
right.
analogy is right. Yeah.
Maybe they're like maybe they're actually starting working and like really getting on to the Genshin anime, but I feel like the studio's locked into Demon Slayer hell right
Mm,
now.
yeah,
But we'll
that is
see.
true. Okay. So since we're on topic of Genshin, I wanted to ask something, which could be on like the spicier side, but I wanted to know your thoughts about Natlan and how it is for the state of Genshin right now. Because when I'm online, I see a lot of people expressing disappointment for Natlan in terms of story. Like none of the characters excites them. It feels maybe a bit dull to them. Um, and so like for me, I'm seeing like online, you know, this the gacha community online, they're expressing like I would say negativity, but they're just not happy, right? But then when I'm talking to my normie friends, you know, she plays Genshin and she's enjoying Natlan quite a lot. So I just want to know like what your thoughts are for like the state of Natlan right now and how Genshin is going.
I think right now, like I'm like the most locked in for like a story quest I've ever been for an Archon quest, because I think like
Mm,
something really pivotal is gonna happen. Like my theory is that like Mavuika and Traveler are going in right to fight the
yeah.
Abyss, and Mavuika is like kind of set up story wise to probably be sacrificing herself,
Ooh.
but I think Capitano is gonna get involved somehow
Oh,
and
for
maybe
sure. Yeah,
avert
for
that,
battle.
right? And no, not for battle, but like to maybe take the sacrifice for her, because he's got that whole curse of death thing going on. So like
True.
something tied
He's
to
like
that.
decaying.
So like I'm like locked in, but at the same time I'm like probably the most detached from Genshin I've ever been, even though I'm so like enjoying the story. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more so less so that Genshin is like falling off. It's more that there's a lot of fucking other games popping off.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
I
like
agree.
as much as I would love to be hyped for Mavuika and Sitlali, when HSR literally drip markets the entire Flame Chaser cast,
Uh-huh.
like that kind of overshadows any excitement you have for Mavuika and Sitlali. Because like, sure, Mavuika's cool. I love Sitlali. Like, she's so adorable. I think she's like the cutest character in Natlan. But like, bro, Flame Chasers, we got Alicia, we got all these Flame Chaser XPs basically coming
Yeah.
out, or not XPs, but like, some sort of like a like similar version, right? So that's like way more hype, and especially for me because like I actually liked Honkai Impact quite a lot. So like there's that aspect, and then ZZZ had Miyabi drop. Like,
True.
I mean, the Miyabi hype, right? I don't really like comparing it to Ayaka, but she is basically like the Ayaka of ZZZ, like where Ayaka was like the first CBT character in Genshin from like 2018, 2017, or 2018, yeah. That a lot of people were like, "Whoa, this is like really cool." And then like she disappeared until like fucking basically 2.0 Genshin, right? So like uh, Miyabi is that tier, so like that's taking attention away. And then WuWa just announced 2.0. You have games like Ananta, NTE, Wangjie, and all these games like dropping. You got their trailers. You got Arknight's Enfield dropping their trailers. So it's like there's like so much stuff happening where like it's not Genshin's not doing anything. It's that
Yeah.
Genshin's just being overshadowed by like a lot of hype, especially like you said, your normie friends who are Genshin players are probably enjoying it because they're locked into just Genshin. But if you're like a gacha player, this is like the golden age of just a million crazy cool gachas coming out, and so like your excitement might get overshadowed. And I will admit, I think Natlan in comparison to Fontaine has been pretty meh for me. I think Fontaine was peak. Like I think also Farina. I think they would have to pull something real creative out of the Archon quest in Natlan in this final act here for 5.3 to get me to like feel the same thing I felt during Fontaine's Archon quest. Like when Focalors and Nouvelette had that moment before the before the Oratrice dropped on her head. I was like, oh my god. Like that was emotional as fuck. I don't think there's gonna be something like that unless they do like some like sneaky little cutscene where it flashbacks to Mavuika with her sister and then like gets you like to try to pull on heartstrings, but I don't think it'll be enough because we haven't really had enough like connection to her sister that much. So like,
what about like the heroes? What if we see the heroes in her animated short?
I still don't think that's enough. If anything, I kind of laugh when I hear Tupac because it just reminds me of the rapper, and like it's I don't think it's like tragic at all. So there's that going on, and I think Natlan needs to. It's just that Fontaine was just too good. That like that's why Natlan feels like a bit of a not a dip like in quality, but it feels a bit less captivating. But I think it's still good. It's just like I said, there's a lot of crazy hype stuff happening in gacha. So
no, I have to agree because there's been like betas for NTE. And then Ananta released like another teaser, and they had like Melee sing, or not sing, but like they used her music for it and stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't expect that. Yeah, it's a banger too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a really catchy song. I like it. So yeah, no, I was just like curious because I was like, I play Genshin a lot, but then I kind of stopped, and then I only play it now for the Archon quest. And personally for me, I've been enjoying it. Obviously, it's not like Fontaine. And then with the upcoming Natlan story that we see for Mavuika, the anime short, I feel like you said, it's gonna be like the climax. So it's gonna climb right back up. The story will be good again, and hopefully will bring more excitement. Just because I just see a lot of like people saying, like I said, not negative things, but it's like not good things, you know. Like we're waiting. I think everyone's waiting for Genshin again.
Yeah,
that's how I see.
I think Shneznaya is probably going to be the we'll see. That'll be the next hype.
Oh yeah, the next hype. True. They with the Genshin, their live stream they had. It was like 7 characters. It was like blacked out characters, and you could tell Skirk is in the middle. But that's what I'm assuming because of her outline. But I think like the next patch will be exciting.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know who those are, but like something new.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say with all these gacha games, what games? This is like outside of Stara, WuWa, and Zenless and Genshin. What gacha game do you think had the best update this year of 2024?
The best update. Ooh.
Yeah. And you don't even have to point like one game. You could say maybe like the best update in each game that you've played so far? Because you play a lot of games.
I think for me, it's
like,
probably ZZZ.
hmm.
I think with their launch and just like how many people hated TVs and all that, they kind of salvaged their image quite a bit, and I think there are a lot of people returned to ZZZ and finding it a lot more enjoyable than they did on release. And they're kind of pretty much transitioning most of the TVs out towards like only events or like, mini games and stuff like that, which is like 1 million times better because like it's not mandatory to do. Obviously, there's like rewards there, but like you definitely don't need to.
When I was doing Miyabi's like the 1.4 story quest, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm coming back because they got rid of the TVs in the main story." And then now the TVs are in like certain like side quests, side events, and then I think the pacing. Oh, and the ults. How each character has their own ultimate now, like really helped.
Yeah, I think that's like I there were ults that I forgot what even looked like, and then I was like, oh shit, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like nice now because then it's like almost like more damage, because it builds up each character's ult. Whether like back then you had to like switch characters just to ult on a certain character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was like cool. I think for me would be well, I'm a little bit biased. I'm gonna have to say Star Rail, but that was maybe just because Penacony, uh, made me really like emotional, and I do like turn based quite a lot. So for me, it's like I enjoyed it. But it's kind of hard because I think other gacha games have like really good updates. I think WuWa's 2.0 upcoming um patch will be really cool because they had a lot of QLs with like the flying, the climbing up the waterfalls, and then like some with Zenless, they brought back a lot of people because every time I play it, people are like, "Oh, can I come back now?" Oh, or like, "Oh, they got rid of this, so let me just come back." Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I like.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you
Uh,
think about Zenless removing you know how back then you can zoom up on the characters and then they got rid of that, right? And then they brought it back. What do you think about that?
that was I
I thought it
so
was really
I
funny.
don't think I don't think that's what fully happened. Obviously, that the public perception is
Mm,
that it was a censor or was like a, censoring. But I think what happened was so the thing that happened in 1.4 is you were able to play all characters out in the open world, right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
And the issue probably was more so that um what is it? The issue is probably more so that characters ranging from literally Lucy's size all the way to Ben were now
Yeah.
available in the open world, and I think they might have fucked up in the scaling of how the models disappear, and I think they probably set the size limit or something to Ben, and so any character
Oh
smaller
my
than
god.
Ben probably started
Ben?
disappearing way earlier than they should have because it was more scaled towards Ben disappearing. I think that's more than likely what happened. I don't think it was actually censoring because it doesn't make sense to do that. But that's like my glass half full take. It could also be censoring. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then they
Mm-hmm.
immediately like pull it back and they give us compensation. Like
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, we got compensation. That's all I really
True.
care about. Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone wants like freebies no matter what. So if it's free,
Yeah.
it's like good. And then I just want to talk about the upcoming games that are coming out. So we saw Ananta and like NTE. Did you play NTE's beta?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty good.
What part did you like about it the most, I guess? Or like, is there something that you're looking forward to? Because I didn't play the beta, but I watched people play it.
Um,
And so like coming from a perspective of someone who did play it, like it's different than watching someone. So I was just curious, like, your
so
thoughts.
I think the combat still has a decent amount of work to be had.
It is beta after all.
Yeah. But I think they're cooking. My biggest fear is not so much NTE, but how good Ananta might be. Because if Ananta's
Mm,
really good, then
it would overshadow.
why would anyone play NTE, right? So
Oh,
I'm not like like overhyping Ananta because at this point they haven't showed any gameplay, and until we
yeah.
or like actual combat. So until we
It's
see
just GTA.
until we see actual combat, like we'll have to see. So it's I'm not gonna get overhyped, but Ananta does seem like the better product on the surface level, but we'll have to see. Yeah.
What about like Azure Promelia? People are still waiting for Azure Promelia.
I think Azure Promelia, they got a lot of work to do. Maybe. It could be really good, but with all these urban open world games coming out, I feel like that might just be the next big thing. And Azure Promelia is more like towards, I guess, more like the old Genshin type of open world where it's more fantasy. But it does have its own like Power World type of aesthetic things as well, right?
That's true.
So
and it kind of reminds me like Animal Crossing a little bit, but the farming that they had is kind of cute.
Yeah, so like I want to see more from them. They've been quiet for a while, and like it is from the same devs as Azurlane, so like it's kind of hype. I believe it's by Manju. Yeah, so it'll be hype. I will say though, one of my favorite artists for Azurlane kind of left the company, and they were supposed to work on they were supposed to work on Azure Promelia as well. So it's like, Dishwasher is like probably one of my favorite character designers for Manju, but we'll have to see.
Is that the artist?
Yeah, their name is Dishwasher. They did really good characters.
What's their at? Curious.
I think it's just straight up Dishwasher. Let me double check. I follow them, so. Dishwasher. Dishwasher 1910. It's extremely NSFW.
Oh.
Well, not extremely. It's like there's definitely NSFW on there, but
they draw like NIKKE characters and
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely not safe for work, but like this is quintessential Azurlane.
True. Oh, did you see Azurlane's Christmas?
Yeah, I did.
Christmas pose, bro. Yeah. I was gonna have a blind react on stream, and I'm so glad I didn't because I thought I was gonna get banned.
I thought I was gonna get banned with the Brown Dust 2 trailer.
Oh my god!
Well, it was funny because I watched it and then literally got taken down the second I finished watching it.
Oh my goodness! It's the one where they're at the bar, right? And they're bunny girls.
No, it was. Wait, was it the bunny girls? But it's the one where it's the most recent one where she literally has this like butt plug tail thing that's literally like
I think we watched the same one.
Pumping her, and then it's kind of crazy.
Wait, have you played Brown Dust 2?
I did on release, but the gameplay wasn't it for me. Yeah.
What about Azurlane?
Azurlane, I played a bunch way back in JP, but I dropped it as well, mainly because like I started on JP before Global was a thing, and at a certain point I stopped caring about trying to read Japanese.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I see Azure and Brown Dust 2. They have like really good art. Then the gameplay looks so different, and so I just watched their like drip market, their trailer, their teasers. I never play it.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Azurlane's gameplay is like kind of whatever.
Yeah, but the art is so good. Like that's the thing. It's memorable.
Yeah,
too.
they're live 2D. They're like lobby screens. Everything's great, but the gameplay is literally ancient slop.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
What other games do you play nowadays? Or like gacha games do you keep up with?
I gotten back into Honkai Impact. Mainly because Sparkle came out. So like I kind of want to.
Yeah, you're like the only creator that I've seen. I'm sure there's other creators that played it.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't seem like most of the bigger CCs want to try out Honkai Impact again, but I at least have like history of playing it, so like it's a lot easier for me to jump back in. And let me see. I guess I'm playing a lot of Girls Frontline 2 right now. That's like my main thing.
Macchiato's coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I keep calling her WA2K because that's her yeah, that's a gun, but
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
Girls Frontline 2 calls them like all these like code names, but in Girls Frontline 1 they were all just called by their gun name. So
Oh, hey.
yeah.
I think yeah, with the gun names, I feel like I wouldn't remember them as much, but like with like names, I would remember.
Yeah, one of the best characters probably coming out whenever I forgot what their code name is, but her actual gun name is HK416, but like that's the thing. I actually just like calling them by their gun names and their new names. Oh, I think it's Clue K in English, but yeah, I don't. I mean, I think it makes more sense for a wider audience to make it easier than using gun names. So
Yeah, I would not remember. It would sound the same to me almost, with a bunch of letters and like numbers. Do you like Girls Frontline's dormitory? Was that in the first game?
there was something like dorm, I think, because it was like so they had a skin gacha. What got me to quit Girls Frontline 1 was a skin gacha, and basically
Oh,
the skin gacha would it cost me like $300 to get a skin. It was terrible, but basically anytime you're not getting the skin, you get furniture, and you just customizing your dorm. So like that
oh,
was the dorm. It's like that ancient gacha dorm, but
yeah.
yeah, it still existed. It wasn't anything crazy. It's more like I don't know if you've played Arc Knights.
No, no. But for
Okay.
Zenless, the balloons, I really
Yeah,
think so
yeah,
is
yeah,
Arc
that's really
Knights.
good. But specifically, I was gonna make an example of like it's kind of like Arc Knight's dorm, but not really. Arc Knights isn't really a dorm; it's base, but like
Mm.
yeah, it's like that 2D little just like looking into like a 2D cutout of a room, and you have your decorations and like that's if I recall, that's what Girls Frontline 1's dorm was like. That's why
Oh,
Girls Frontline 2's dorm is like way better.
I love that you can be very interactive with the girls, zoom in on them, and then when you
Yeah.
zoom in on the feet, it's super detailed too. Like the tights, the linings of it, it's like crazy. Oh, and
They
it looks very fleshy.
yeah, so Girls Frontline 2 like apparently copyrighted their methodology of like rendering stockings.
I haven't seen a game that detailed with like stockings because I think stockings really hard to maybe render and draw. So I was like impressed.
The stockings are peak.
Yeah, it's a little. It might be a little much for Norvies, but I think if you're into it, it's like tasteful, very very tasteful.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you two questions. One of them being, what is your favorite waifu of the year?
Oh boy. Waifu of the
Because yeah,
year.
I mean, it doesn't have to be waifu. Maybe favorite character, I guess.
Waifu of the year.
Well, I feel like you
Hmm.
have a lot of favorites, Fob. So I don't know. You also have like figurines too. So
I'll keep it to gacha.
okay.
I'll say ooh.
Mine.
Aesthetically, oh
I
wait, okay. Go yeah, go you go ahead.
okay. No. Oh, I was like mine would be more like recency bias. I feel like it'd be like Jane Doe.
Okay, okay. For me it'll probably be Cinderella from NIKKE. I'm like
Oh,
a
that's a good one.
I'm like I'm a staunch lover of twin tails, white hair, red eyes. Like and
Oh.
Cinderella is literally the epitome of that entire aesthetic.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have her max limit break.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a core
Oh, hey.
7.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Never mind. Not me too.
It would be Cinderella or Space Rush Kigal from FGO, but nobody plays FGO,
Oh.
so I have Space Rush Kigal maxed out as well on it.
Well, not a lot of creators play FGO, but a lot of viewers most likely play
Yeah,
FGO.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have my community members that play it, and then they always complain about the gacha rates, but then they still play it, and then they're happy if they can pull a character or something.
Yeah.
And then the second question, this one is more like broad, would be like, if you could ask Santa for one gacha related wish, what would it be?
Um
Mine would be for my PC to run a lot of games without dying, because I cannot load up more than 2 to 3 games without my PC
Oh boy.
booming. Yeah.
Well, that's probably because you're running your VTuber model too. That's like.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
For me, it would be. It wouldn't even be winning every 50-50 because then that would kind of make gacha pointless. I would say my wish would be. Fuck, this is hard.
Every time there's a question on GachaCast, like you're able to answer it right away.
Yeah, but like,
Now it's
so
like-
this is a tough question because if, like, this is like an addict speaking. Everything that is bad about gacha
Oh,
is
gosh.
what makes it addicting, right? And
Yeah.
so if you make a wish to make gacha better, then it's no longer addicting. It's not. So, I mean, I'll just say like I guess a simple answer would be like, you know, give me like a 50 CV piece in Genshin, or like give me like a perfect piece. Because like I played Genshin for 4.5 years now, right? Pushing.
Yeah.
And I still don't have a 50 CV piece, which is like insane. There's free to
Holy.
plays with that. So like
Ooh.
that's like something I've been pushing for in Genshin for like 4.5 years, and I still don't have it. And so like I guess my wish for Santa would be give me perfect pieces in all my gacha games. Like HSR, Genshin, WuWa, ZZZ. I guess Girls Frontline 2 now. Like just give me perfect pieces.
Imagine if you accidentally fed a perfect piece and trashed it.
Yeah, I totally didn't feed a 20 CV or 20 crit rate piece before.
Dude, I remember seeing that. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I mean, hilarious for the viewer perspective.
Yeah.
Like, chat did not let you live that down, bro. It followed you for a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it was funny. All right, that is all I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Fob, for joining me into today's topic.
No problem.
Yeah, you're perfect because you play a lot of gacha games, and I feel like you have like a lot of good insight on certain things. And you talked about PGR quite a lot. I don't know PGR like that, but it's nice to see from a PGR player, and like kind of bring in certain things during the WuWa, I guess, next update and like similarities. So that was really cool. Is there anything else you would like to say? Would you like to promote yourself, maybe?
No, that's pretty much it. Everybody, enjoy your holidays, and you know, best of luck on your gachas. Don't lose your 50-50s. That's pretty much it.
Wait, have you? Oh, how was your recent viewer poll session?
I don't think it was that bad. It was like, I think it was like, what, 60%? Like, I haven't had a really insanely good viewer poll session in a while. A lot of them like start off really well and then go like into the ditch, but yeah.
I think my Miyabi polls were decent. It was better than what it used to be, I guess. It's not like terrible like Camellia's polls. So yeah, hopefully we continue to win our viewers 50-50s.
Yeah, clueless.
Clueless. All right, thank you so much, Paul. I really do appreciate it.
Yep,
Thank you
no
everyone for
problem.
watching. Make sure to follow, subscribe to Fob if you guys haven't already. He's on Twitch. He streams every day. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.